Hello, I'm going to show you how to use Easy Mould, a two-part silicone putty, which is great for making moulds for your friendly plastic and other things too. Polymer clay, paper clay, anything that you fancy to put in a mould really. Comes in 2 tubs and you need to mix equal parts from both tubs. You don't need very much and it's very soft. So you just need to pinch out a little bit and then close the tub back up again. You only need enough for the mould you're working on. It won't set or cure until you start mixing the 2 parts together. Now make sure they're pretty even and then start mixing them together. So you need to just squish them in your fingers. And the nice thing is that they come in, the 2 parts are purple and white, and so it's easy to see how the mixing's going, and you need to keep mixing until everything is nice and smooth and one homogeneous colour. You don't want any white parts showing at all. So keep on going and check every now and then. There's a little bit of white still showing, so I need to keep mixing. Keep on, it doesn't take long as you can see, and it's very soft in your hands. There, that looks about the right colour to me. Now give it a good roll in your hands. And you can see there's still little cracks in there which I really need to smooth out, so I'm going to roll it again until it's nice and smooth and there are no little cracks left. So just flatten it out a little. I'm taking a fancy button that I bought on the market for pennies. I just liked the texture pattern on it, and I'm just going to press it in the middle and push down. You don't want to push too far so that the button goes out the bottom end of the silicone putty, and you leave it. Don't mess with it. Leave it for about 5 minutes. Sometimes it might take longer depending on the size of the button. It could be as long as 15 minutes. And then you just peel it back and there you have your mould. I've made 3 here. And they're all from, some of them are actually quite revolting buttons that I've bought on the market that I'd never put on a garment. Now I made this mould, I used this mould with friendly plastic pellets in it to create a little motif. There's the pellets. I didn't colour them until afterwards, as you can see, and I've coloured them with Adirondack alcohol inks. And the little motif I made from that button mould is much nicer than the original button, in my view. Here's another one. Again, the end result is nicer than the button itself, but this time I used pewter friendly plastic stick and Adirondack alcohol inks to colour it. That's a truly revolting button, a white plastic one, but the actual motif I made using friendly plastic stick is so much more elegant. Here's another little button and the motif I made from that. The nice thing is that you can make as many motifs as you like. The mould is reusable again and again and again. Now this button is truly revolting with a horrible glass gem in the middle. It's much nicer done in friendly plastic. And again, here's another one. I like the woven motif on this. And I can repeat it endlessly now. This is from a little China statue I've got, and I just took a mould from the face and I've coloured up some friendly plastic pellets and pushed it in. Here you can see a range of the moulds, the buttons and motifs that I've made using the moulds taken from the buttons. And this is a motif taken from a mould that I'd made around a vase, a piece from a vase that I really liked. It's just a beautiful oriental piece. I hope you can see just how easy it is to make moulds using Easy Mould, the 2-part silicone putty. It makes exquisite designs that you can use for almost anything.